step in my way, then somebody gotta pay. I ain't here to play. DJ, turn it up, I'ma blow a fuse. Why you cuffing that broad? Just let her choose. Gauges on dance, they step with it. Ain't no need of tripping, nigga, throw your set with it. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Drink a little bit, yeah, smoke a little bit. It's a girls' night out, gon' twerk a little bit. Work them heels, dress to kill, it's a party and we lit.
She got her toes and her nails deep. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the ball.
Yeah, twinkle, twinkle, little star, girl, you already know you are, yeah, them haters thinking we should be who you are, yeah, you gon' get that money, spread them fancy cars, you about your shit, now girl, we'll pop it off, yeah, you gon' do it big, like it's your birthday, how you do it big, go ahead, shake it, how you shake it, yeah, hustle for everything that you get, yeah, she too legit, oh, she can't never quit, and she looking good, every touch with the outfit, tripping out with her friends, they gon' have a fit, made it to the club at 12, ain't making home till 6.
She got her toes and her nails deep. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the bar. Yeah. She got her toes and her nails deep. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the bar.
I'm about to get retarded. The funny thing about it, little nigga, yeah, I just got started. I'm only here to crack the safe. If you step in my way, then somebody gotta pay. I ain't here to play. DJ, turn it up, I'ma blow a fuse. Why you cuffing that broad? Just let her choose. Gauges on dance, they step with it. Ain't no need of tripping, nigga, throw your set with it. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Drink a little bit, yeah, smoke a little bit. It's a girls' night out, gon' twerk a little bit. Work them heels, dress to kill, it's a party and we lit.
She got her toes and her nails deep. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the bar.
Yeah, twinkle, twinkle, little star, girl, you already know you are, yeah, them haters thinking we should be who you are, yeah, you gon' get that money, spread them fancy cars, you about your shit, now girl, we'll pop it off, yeah, you gon' do it big, like it's your birthday, how you do it big, go ahead, shake it, how you shake it, yeah, hustle for everything that you get, yeah, she too legit, oh, she can't never quit, and she looking good, every touch with the outfit, tripping out with her friends, they gon' have a fit, made it to the club at 12, ain't making home till 6.
She got her toes and her nails deep. Long hair, ass real big. Designer tag, you can see the ice drip. If you don't think she getting money, you tripping. But baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star, yeah. Baby, you a star. You got them all looking while you buying out the bar.
All right, what's good with my people this evening, y'all? What's going on? Let me get this Let me make sure I can hear everybody or y'all can hear me. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's loud, but yep, I got it. Let me turn that down a little bit. Let me see. I can hear everybody or y'all can hear me. Okay, yep. What's up, Chris? Shout out to all my beautiful people. Here go Crystal right here tonight. Shout out to Worldwide, of course. Shout out to Busy One, of course. Shout out to Men Motivational Mondays, of course. Women Wednesdays. And the conversation might get a little deep tonight because we got my girl Tamar on here, and but we gonna get into something else before we get into the topic like we usually do. It's some late people as usual, but they on their way, but they always late. What was that question you was talking? Let's talk about what we were talking about before we went live. That question that you were asking.
Oh, somebody had greetings, y'all. I'm Sister Tamar Tafari.
Shout out.
Somebody was asking me, is it cool for women to ask other women where they, if say for instance, somebody said, "Oh, where you get that outfit from? It's cute." So, I mean, to me, it doesn't really bother me personally. But the woman that was asking me, she was like, "Well, if you asking, it's a compliment, but are you asking to go get that same outfit at the same place?"
What's up, Wanda?
So, I mean, is that a problem for some women because it's something cute that you have on or beautiful that you have on, and I like it, I love it, and maybe I want to get one too. So how would you feel if somebody asked you, well, they told you your outfit is cute, your outfit is beautiful. Where do you get that from? Are they asking to be nosy? Are they asking to give you a compliment? Or are they asking to go get one like yours? And do you feel a way about it?
Well, I think that's a great question because I get that a lot. They want to know where my shoes from, where my clothes from, and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest, I don't want to tell everybody where I get my shit from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't need everybody walking around with my shoes on. I don't need everybody walking around with my shit on, my jackets, my hats, my certain shit. But a lot of shit that I make myself as well. Like, I make it and make it unique for me. But be honest, no, I don't need everybody knowing that. Let me tell you something that happened, right? You know, the Jazz Fest just went past. And I got a few inboxes from like 3 people and saying, "Oh, hey, what's up, boo? I seen you at the Jazz Fest. Where you get them shoes from?" And I honestly didn't want to tell them where I got my shoes from because I don't need everybody walking around with my shoes.
Right.
Okay? So what I did was I went online where I got them from and seen if they was in stock. And they wasn't in stock. And then I gave one person out of the 3 the website. But it wasn't none in stock though.
Right.
But they probably will get back in stock. I don't know, but they've been out of stock for a while. But I went and checked every size. I might be wrong for that, but and I gave it to them like, here you go. But I just don't want everybody walking around with what somebody at the door. I don't want.
You want me to get?
Yeah. Can you, if you don't mind? I don't want everybody. What's up, Trill? What's going on with my peoples? You out here getting it. But yeah, I don't want everybody walking around with the shit that I got. Even though it's a lot of enough for everybody, everybody don't need to wear what I'm wearing. What's up with my bro? Everybody don't need to wear, hey, my late queen in the building. And this is a good question for her too. But like I said, I make sure that I do things to customize them for me. So when people ask me for stuff, I tell them I made it because it be stuff that I make or that I customize myself. But yeah, I don't want everybody walking around smelling like me. I don't want everybody walking around with everything, my shoes that I got on, my jacket that I got on, everything that I got. Like a couple of shoes, people said, "Where you get them from?" Like I don't ask people that. I just don't. I will ask personal people like friends and shit. Like, where the hell you get them at? But I ain't about to go looking for them and bound though. I just be wanting to know because they might got some other shit on there that I want. So, but if I see the shoe, I can look it up myself and describe it, and look it up myself by just going on Google though, and without asking a person. Right. But I get that a lot. I've gotten that all my life. People always asking me where I get something from. My shoes, my purse, my jacket, my hat, everything. So it's like, but it's a compliment too at the same time. Yeah. So I don't take it as not being like disrespectful or they own something. I don't take it like that. I take it as a compliment because one of the people, hi baby, one of the people that I actually admire their dress is Mary J. Blige. She really the only person that I admire what she wear. I don't admire what a lot of people wear at all. Never have. I see stuff, that I like and be like, oh, but out of everybody, Mary J. Blige is my style. Like that shit she be wearing is my style. So that's one person that I will take from and look for stuff and take from it, but I still build it and make it my own. Okay. Tell her the question that we were talking about.
The question is, somebody was asking me about, do you think when women ask other women, where they get their clothes from, say for instance, your dress, be like, oh, you look so freaking cute in that dress. Where do you get that dress from? So it's a compliment, but at the same time, some women want to know where you get where you get your clothes from or you get that dress from. And it's either out of compliments, admiration, or they actually want to go get the same dress you got. So do you feel away, or is it okay for you to tell that person, that woman, where you got that dress, or do you want to kind of like keep it to yourself? Like, I tell you where I got my dress.
I embellish a lot of my clothes. So I do a lot of stuff to my clothes. So what I got on might not be something that you can just go out and readily buy. Yeah. Two, you not gonna put it together like I'm gonna put it together. And then I don't all the time buy like the whole outfit. I'll buy like a skirt. Right. And I'll find a shirt. Right. You know what I'm saying? I like to buy pieces and then put them together after the fact. And then too, I thrift. Right. So you might not be able to get this because this is one of one. Right. I found it at a thrift store.
There you go. See, I'm the same way. Because people be, where you get that jumpsuit from? I'm like, it's only one of a kind. I got another jumpsuit that I wore at the Jerk Fest. One of a kind. So a lot of my clothes are like that too. One of a kind clothes. And sometimes I'll be like, well, I got it at so and so, and I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to find it because it was only that one.
Right.
But I kind of don't mind. Yeah. But in some cases, people like to copy your style, which is okay. But then again, be like, this is my own creative style. Like y'all said, y'all add things to y'all's clothes.
I've been doing it with that my whole life.
Me too.
People doing something that I do or wanting to, and I just chalk it up as I'm a trendsetter. Yeah, that's just all I'm just too. I'm setting out here setting trends, and you're
different. You're unique.
You see something that I wear. I mean, it's cool. I don't mind. I just know it ain't gonna look like it look on me, right? On you, right? So I don't feel no way about it.
That was just something that I had threw it Hosh earlier when I first got.
And I thought that was a good question because that just happened to me when I had a few people ask me where I got my shoes from at the Jazz Fest, and like I said, at least 3 people inboxed me that I know. I love them to death, but I don't necessarily want them to have my shoes though. Right. No. Yeah. Certain things, like I got shoes that I've never worn that's like off the chain. I just ain't never worn them.
She just wore it. So.
I'm gonna sell them because I ain't wearing them. They got heels and wedges and shit. I ain't wearing that shit.
I think we just have this this thing for it's natural. It's natural, even going back to ancient times, that we just have this royalty of appearance. We want to look good, smell good, and feel good. And the inner, and it's a spiritual thing too, because the inner part of your light, of your beauty, it shines from within, without. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just something that's in women, and women do love to shop. A lot of women are hoarders, and they got hundreds of pair of shoes, and they got so many outfits. And I have a lot of clothes, and I do have a lot of shoes, and I have a lot of purses. I have a lot of coats. And when I was in South Carolina, I got rid of so much stuff. But I looked at these two. I got like 6 bins of African fabric, dresses. And I said I was going to bring them up here. And the next time we have some, events, I'm going to $5, $10 just to get rid of them. Because it don't make no sense to have all them freaking clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, and just imagine the celebrities.
Let's set that up.
Their closets as big as this whole room full of freaking clothes.
Let's set that up though.
What the hell is we gonna do with all them clothes?
Let's set that up and go live and let everybody know what we got. We'll set it up soon before it get too cold. We can set it up right up here and just throw the address out there, go live, let them know what we got, show what we got, and have them come up here and get it. So I set that up soon.
That's a good idea.
Because I got a lot of stuff I want to get rid of.
And go get them clothes.
I got brand new shoes.
I got bins and stuff. It don't make no sense.
That's what we gonna do.
When I first got married, the amount of stuff that I had was insane. It was crazy. Like, literally, I took a whole bedroom and made it like my dressing room. It had like just like racks that line the walls and shoes that line the walls and purses and like it was crazy, ridiculous.
You gotta have a purse and a coat and a matching pair of shoes for every outfit.
It used to be so
make no sense.
It used to be so bad. Like, I wasn't, I worked. I had a decent job, and I would be like, every event, I'm not wearing the same thing. I gotta get something new.
Ask y'all this question.
We going to the concert. I gotta go get something new.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is this some sort of Is it like an illness? Like
it might be
mental.
It might be. It's so crazy though. I passed that on to my daughter. My daughter is just like that. Everything that she goes, every event that she's coming up, she got to go out and go buy an outfit. And what's crazy is that I used to not even wear the outfits for real again like that, because it'd be a concert and it's it's
I wore that.
I wore it already. I wore it. I took pictures in it.
Yeah.
Everybody seen me in it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna wear this to the next concert. I'm not gonna be
like that too, but I'll still, if it's a garment or outfit or dress or jumpsuit or something that I really like, I might wear it 2, 3, or 4 times because I look cute in it and I like it and I got so many compliments and some people see me in it and those that see me in it, oh well. So some people don't. So
you ain't wearing that to the one concert, and then you're gonna run it back at the next concert, and then you're not gonna be the person like every time a concert because you were that same. No, and that's crazy.
I got hella shit that I feel like certain jeans that I love, jackets,
but you put them together different.
Hats, but you would never really know that I'm wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Ginger, we're gonna talk about that. My girl got me hip to this.
It's nature's
look now I got
what it says, nature's
you take a piece of that.
Inhaler.
There you go, lungs and for my high blood pressure. But I ain't claiming no high blood pressure.
It's just I love it because it opens me up because my arm was a little stuffy.
And this is clothes.
Your stuff is
natural clothes.
That's
it's for
Can I take high blood pressure.
Yeah. It's good for high blood pressure. It's good to tighten up the vaginal area. It's good for men for the stimulation of their libido. It's good for your skin. It's good to ease up the menstrual, cycle. It's good for a lot of things.
Like
they use cloves.
I was trying to break
know that our elders use cloves in their ham. When they cook ham, they use cloves.
Really?
Yeah.
So you might not be able to break that. Let me see.
I can't.
You weak.
She gonna have to bite it up.
Just bite it. Give me a piece. Don't let it fall in your mouth. That's all.
Nah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, it's a question that I need to ask y'all, but I don't remember, so I gotta wait till my husband get back.
Okay.
I'm crying.
I gotta wait till my husband get back. But what you were saying about that is actually a compliment to it's a compliment when people do say they like, I've been a fashionista all my life, so I've always just had my own style. And I take it as a compliment. I don't take it as nothing else but a compliment. But I'm not gonna tell you
every time I get my shit.
Stop asking me.
Yeah.
Stop asking me where.
Because I'm not gonna just go walk up to you and be like, "Where you get that from?" Like I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, I see it and be like, "Oh, okay." I Google the shit out of some shit and I find it every time. So if I want it, I get it. But I ain't about to.
Let me ask y'all a question about shopping. And I don't know what it is about me, but when I go shopping, I'm not the type of person that be in the store for hours looking for something. This is no lie. I don't care where I go, and I'm going to just, sometimes I don't even be going to the store to go shop for nothing. But it'll be right there, like, come get me.
Yeah.
Do you
last one. Like that? It'll be the last one.
Oh my God. Yes, I'm like, and sometimes when I'm shopping for clothes, I go right to, and I don't have to try it on, and I'm like, this is so crazy.
It was for you. I don't like the like a lot of times when I go,
what's up, Lee?
I let things catch my eye. It had to be a pattern, a color.
That's me.
Or something like that. I ain't gonna keep go be the one to go down the rely. I'll be like,
I would love for Letha to answer that question.
Because she can dress her ass
dressing
off.
her ass off.
Yes, you do, Miss Alethea.
Yes, her and the hubby. She be getting the hubby together. You hear me?
Hey,
but yeah, I think that the way I am, like with my husband and stuff, like I'm his stylist. Like I make sure that he got what he got going on. You know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Most definitely his stylist. And when I go in the stores, I do not like shopping. And you might be surprised. You might online shopping. I do like, but going in the stores. I'm an online shopper. I'm an online shopper. I cannot help it. I like boxes getting delivered to my house. So
you got illness.
No, I don't do it like that. But I get shit delivered to my house, and you can find unique shit offline. The stores out here in the city don't have a lot of shit. So when I'm looking for something in particular, I have to go online to find it. If I'm just like rushing, trying to find an outfit for a certain event, I'm never really able to find it. But shout out to my girl Toya. She got some good shit at Isabella Boutique.
Bella
Attic. I could go in there. Like if I'm been to TJ or I've been here, been there, I will run in there and I will find something without a problem. Like, okay, boom, I got something to go with that bottoms or it's freezing.
With the screen.
Yeah. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, it froze. Hold on. Trying to see why it's freezing.
You got a lot of things open. Do you tab?
Yeah. You that's Lethea.
What's up with my sis? The system freezing, so hold on, sis.
Okay, I wanted y'all to know the screen blacked out and it glitched out.
That's what we
restarted, but it blacked out. I couldn't even see y'all.
That's what we just
Christopher Lee Cheney's custom sticker shop. Amazing deals that'll make your jaw drop. From 50 stickers to 1,000 packs.
Get custom stickers from Christopher Lee Cheney. Right now, get 200 custom stickers for only $50. Go to Christopher Lee Cheney Custom Sticker Shop Facebook page. Get custom stickers from Christopher Lee Cheney. Right now, get 200 custom stickers for only $50.
Free custom design and shipping too.
All right, we back. We back, y'all. Sorry about that. Technical. It is the camera. You said it right. It is the camera. But what was you asking before we?
I was going to make a comment and say that when I was younger, when I first we start coming into the culture, we would go get a lot of our garments, cultural garments from boutiques. And one of them was called Ollie's Boutique. And it was in, if I'm not mistaken, it was in Clifton, I think, on Ludlow, I think. And then it was another boutique. No, it was on Hamilton Avenue in Northside. But it was a couple of boutiques around the city where me and my sisters would go get some of our garments, which was one of a kind.
I remember the dude on People's Corner.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
The older black guy.
Yes, the older black guy. So that's when I started kind of really getting into clothes. I mean, I kind of, was kind of dressing up when I was in high school, but I always liked clothes,
Yeah, but like, I forgot what we said because I started trying to get the cameras and shit working back on here. But I just think that you don't have to. This is the question as well. Do you think it's rude or to not tell people these things? I don't think it is. I don't think it's rude.
My sister was saying, well, if somebody know what you because this, woman wanted to know what type of oil that I had on. Because she wanted
some of that, baby.
What do you have on? I would like to get me some. And I was kind of laughing like, I don't want nobody smelling like me.
But she's not gonna smell like you,
right? Because of the different
body chemistry.
Yes, but I mean, just that's like my recipe, my little
I don't feel that
stuff that I put together, and it's not just the smell. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual essence for me because
you smell so good. I smell like you right now.
I don't care where I go, and sometimes I don't even be having oils, and I've been wearing the same type of oil for like 45 years. So it's no smell. Yes, because I could be going somewhere. I'll be like, I ain't putting on. And she's like, oh, you smell so good. And I don't care where I go. I'm always getting compliments on the way I smell.
I like the layer.
And I think women, we like to smell good and feel good and look good. And,
Baby, I got a question. Can you ask us that question that you asked me on Me and Monday when you get a chance? Not right now, but at the end. You know what I'm talking about, that question? But let's get into the topic real quick, which is, are we being poisoned for profit? And it say unhealthy food dominates our plates. Thank you, baby. And look, while I'm saying unhealthy food dominates our plates, I got some unhealthy shit right now.
Well, I would like
it's
to.
Definitely
I would like to. Go ahead. I want to say.
I got questions.
Is that to speak on that matter? We have to know that the whole planet is a food source. Something has to die in order for something to live. Whether it's insects, whether it's animals, or whether it's humans. And you have like 3 types of eaters. You have carnivores, which is people that eat the flesh of dead animals. Then you have herbivores, humans, insects, and animals that eat just plant-based food. And then you have pescatarians, people that eat vegetables, eat fruits, and then eat fish. And then I forget, I'm gonna say 4. And then you have cannibalism. You have cannibalism. Carnivores, carnivores are animals and people and insects that eats animals. And then you have cannibalism, which is people that eats humans.
The same species as them.
Yeah, so the planet is a food source. If we didn't eat any of the above that I just named, then we would die. So something has to die in order for something to survive. There you go. Now with animals, you have some animals like giraffes and elephants. The elephant is probably one of the biggest animals, and that big ass animal is plant-based. It's a vegetarian. You feel what I'm saying? So people be like, okay, well, I see some human vegetarians that they big as hell. Well, it's their digestive system, and sometimes they don't digest food as fast as a person that's small like me. And then on top of that, they're probably eating a lot of soy products and a lot of starch and sugar and stuff, processed food.
Thank you, baby.
So animals.
I ain't got no more cups. I got some drink. Sam got cups.
So
animals eat to survive.
What would you call me? I eat vegetarian food. I eat
you all of it. Carnivore, herbivore.
I eat vegetarian. Big bag.
Big bag.
But I'm trying to change my diet though.
Don't try, because
I'm gonna say I'm going to do it.
Making an effort to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. Y'all, I'm eating Wingstop. It ain't good for me.
Right.
But I'm hungry.
Sponsoring nothing.
I'm hungry. But anyway,
so I'm trying to get to your question, but I'm trying to go to the source.
Okay.
Which is the source?
I'm gonna play some videos.
Which the source is that animals, they eat to survive.
Yeah.
Insects eat to survive. Humans eat out of triggers.
Boredom.
Which is depression, which is taste, which is gluttony, and which is desire. We really don't eat to survive. We eat out of pleasure. So
I'm definitely doing.
in order for us to be health conscious, we have to study the human anatomy. Since we don't study the human anatomy and we don't study what's healthy for our temple, our body temple, we just eat out of lust, gluttony, desire, taste, and pleasure.
Like what I'm doing
because
now.
See, your food is supposed to be your medicine. Your food is supposed to fuel the body. It doesn't have anything. Just think, would you go out in the wild and go kill a cow and eat that cow with no fire and no seasoning? No. You eating blood, you eating bones, you eating pus, you eating maggots, you eating parasites. No, you would not. So when they kill those animals, they torture those animals.
They do.
And guess what? The animals come back and torture you through cancer, through diabetes, through high blood pressure. You feel what I'm saying? The animals really come back to haunt you.
Well,
because people say
people
say this stuff. Well, you killing plants and you killing the fruit. It's not that. It's there's no comparison. Because food is supposed to be eaten to fuel the body, which is to rejuvenate the organs, which is to cleanse the bowels, and which is to give you energy. Food is your medicine. Herbs is your medicine. Fruits and veggies are your medicine.
You want some of this?
Yeah.
So yeah. So we eat out of vanity. So to get back to the profit thing, of course, they see that we are ignorant to the fact that food is supposed to heal us, not kill us. So they have took every restaurant on every corner in every city and state and turned it to one of the most profitable businesses probably on the planet. And food is nothing but a drug.
Yeah, because we eat. This is their side. They eat they live to eat. They don't eat to live.
That's right.
And what they don't realize is that, okay, like you said, food is medicine. So they're so accustomed to things tasting good. Now we all know that there's some stuff out here that's good for you that don't taste good. Like them bitters don't taste good. Certain herbs don't taste good. But we so hooked on the sugar and the salt real bad, and our food tasting a particular way. And what you realize is that it's no longer the food that you need to eat. It's now you just eating seasoning. You just want the seasoning. You don't even want the food. You want the seasoning.
I do got celery, y'all.
We cooking our vegetables till they dead. They don't be they all limp and they don't have no nutrients. You know, not to mention that the vegetables that we getting are subpar. If you go into the grocery store and buying them, they subpar, so they don't probably have the nutrients that they need to have them anyway. So it's an all the way around robbery. And then we like processed food.
That's right.
We like quick stuff. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? We don't want nothing. We don't want to cook nothing from scratch. We want it all prepackaged and pre-made.
And everything like you said, everything you said is prepackaged. And I think that you go to Genesis 1:29, it says that every herb bearing tree and every herb bearing fruit, which is plants and vegetables, shall be your food, which is your medicine. And then you have the book of Leviticus and Deuteronomy. They have Levitical laws of things that you should and shouldn't eat. And I don't judge nobody for what they eat, because the beauty of this life on this realm is that we can do what the fuck we want to do when we get ready.
Free will.
But just think, it's always consequences when we're doing things against the laws of nature and doing things against these body temples that we dwell in. And I know for a fact that it's this war between vegans or vegetarians, herbivores, and carnivores, people that eat meat. I mean, I'll be seeing it all the time on social media, you know, where people are arguing about
what they eat.
Yeah, what people should and shouldn't eat. And then they say the vegetarians think that they are holier than thou and they're going to live longer. And I'm like, well, you know, and then some people are even, they have this thing now that people eat according to their blood type.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know, so I don't, I think that
I heard about that.
You can eat what you want to eat. That is your right as a person on this realm. Because what works for me, it may not work for you, or you may not want to eat the way I eat. But I've been eating it almost the same way for the last 47 years, and it has done me justice.
But everything needs to be done in moderation.
Yeah, and absolutely, in moderation. And what we don't do is that we don't fast. We eat every day. People think you're supposed to eat every day.
And you're not.
It's always good to fast from social media, from food, from sex, alcohol, cigarettes, weed. Yeah. Give the body a break. Give the digestive system a break. Cleanse the colon. Because think our intestines are 6 feet long. And your intestines is inundated with fecal matter. You got childhood shit in you that's been in you since you've been a child. So that's why the body decomposes, which we call it aging, but it's decomposing. It's getting old. It's dying. That's right. That's why we age. Teeth fall out, hair turn white, gray, or whatever. Bones get brittle, arthritis, can't see, and we can preserve these temples if we take care of them. I mean, while we're here on this journey, why not take care of it?
Right.
Alethea, yes, I'm gonna play a video after you call in, but you're more than welcome to call in. Alethea said I would definitely tell people where I purchased some things that I wear. You said something. You ain't telling everybody everything.
That's right.
But that's what I said. I will tell them, but then again, I don't know. I tell them I had it for a long time. So
she just be saying whatever. I don't even know whatever. Looking.
Or I could say my husband got it or my mama bought it. I mean, I'm just saying. Don't judge me. What's going on? Thank you for calling Day to Day. What's good with Alethea?
Listen, y'all got so many topics going on. I was like, oh my God. I'm loving it.
It was only two.
I like it. I like it because this topic is something that I haven't spoken about as a woman, right? I have spoken about it, of course, in health and then with my physicians and everything. But I know with Tamar, I love you, sister. It's so good to see you back. Oh my gosh. So listen, I'm going to share something with you really, really quickly because I know y'all got to go. As a woman who has, I'm going to make it clean because I don't want your show shut off, that has several losses, right? And with those losses, we had to figure out what was happening with me as a woman that was happening during those times. One, I was a raw vegan. One, I was vegetarian. The third loss, pescatarian. The fourth baby was a success, but I had to enter all food groups back to my body for it to be a success. This is something, I'm not going against anybody of what they're saying, but it was just so interesting to know that, of course, I was doing supplements, for your B12 and all that stuff, being raw. I was raw vegan as well, for your body, to fuel your body, because you're missing things, with proteins. Sometimes your body don't break it down the way it needs to because we're all built different. And it was so interesting to find that out in round 4 of, and it was successful. But to me, I was in my best health, if that makes sense. I mean, pulling down 125 pounds, right? But then but then to have a successful baby, I had to gain the weight because it helped build the brain, the bones, the muscle, the heart, the lungs, the kidney. But it was very interesting that I had to go through all that to see how to hold the birth.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, sis, I don't know if everybody was knowing what you were saying when you were saying the first, the second, the third.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it clean because so many words will trigger it on like Facebook. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, and it'll cut you off. So I'm not trying to, yeah.
Right.
I figure as y'all being women, you can understand what I was saying without getting your show cut off. Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Thank you so much. And I'm just so happy that you had the success. You know, I've been there for all of you. And I love you. And you know, I love.
Thank you. I love you.
I love my Cruise to Bruise. Hi, Cruise.
Yes. But Tamar, I think you're what you're saying is so right. Like with the fecal matter, you know, all of it poisons your body. It makes you sick. But it's when you go into childbirth, it's like so I just thought maybe you should talk about that. I didn't know if you knew that part of it, but they may want to contact a physician to see all the supplements that they should be taking when you're building a brain. Like that's major, a heart, and you know, because I know a lot of vegans that do it, but it's a lot of supplements that you have to put in that body because your body is in like triple time, like so much blood and fluid and things going on with your body. And if you don't have the right things going on, it will be unsuccessful. So I had to learn that because I was new at being vegan. I was new at being raw. I was new at being pescatarian. Like, so when you're uneducated and you just make the jump, you know, you plunge, you feeling good. I mean, my brain, it was just I was so witty, like on it. But then when you introduce that food back, I'm telling you, it drained. I was tired. I was sluggish, but it was successful. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm glad you guys have this panel. You ladies have this panel for women so they can understand how these food groups are really, really important, even when making life. Yeah. So, and even I think, yeah, with your comment, Hush, I know you said, would y'all, or would you tell a woman if she asks you like, hey, where'd you get that from? I feel like I'm a walking billboard when I leave out. So I remember several times, I know you make jewelry. I purchased some of your jewelry. I know some things you had that you were marketing. Yeah. And I grabbed it. And when I'm out, I don't feel like I got to keep the secret. I really want to promote you as an owner, as a business owner. Like, I'm going to tell them, like, yeah, go over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the number. It's over here. Like, I'm excited when people ask. I'm not that girl to say, oh, I ain't telling you. I mean, I get why you don't want nobody to have what you have, but I definitely, if I purchase something from your business, I want somebody else to purchase something from your business because 9 times out of 10, you treated me right. I enjoy spending my money with you, and I'm going to send other people. That's the whole reason why they have trends. Like, they post pictures, so you can be like, oh yeah, that's cute. I may not wear it like you may not wear it like me, but I do want you to go support this business. So yeah, I will definitely tell a woman.
I tell them. I just don't know some of the businesses. If it's something personal, like you were saying, like, absolutely, I'm gonna refer you over there. These are people I don't know that own these online stores, so I don't need to tell everybody that. But I get what you're saying, because if it's somebody that you know, like Els or
Danny's another one I wore. It used to be this clothing line called Bird's Eye. Like, it's so many Black owned businesses now. Yeah, I would definitely tell them, like, support the people. Yeah, like, support. Okay, but I love y'all. Go ahead and put the video on. Okay, talk to y'all later.
Hey, Amanda. What's going on? Love you, sis. I love you. I always love when you call in. You always got some good stuff, and people be getting heated at some of the stuff you say. But anyway, they don't get heated. They just disagree. Okay? And that's what we like. We like disagreements, and we talk about stuff. I should have put up the disclaimer.
You didn't do that?
I didn't do it. I plumb forgot. Chris said it's all poison in the end, no matter what people claim. Some say this is healthy. Others say that it is. But the truth is, nothing is truly safe. Everything is tainted. Nothing is completely healthy. I agree with that.
That's true.
I agree with that.
But you got to realize too is that it has something to do with faith and intent. So if your intent is to learn about the human anatomy and learn what's healthy to put into your temple, even if you're putting unhealthy things in your temple, You have to just like you bathe the outside of your body, you have to bathe the inside of it as well. Yeah. Taking enemas, doing detoxes, going on a fast. It's not just eating, and that's our claim to fame. And that be the first thing people say, that everything is poisonous, and everything is not poisonous. I mean, you can go to other countries and other islands, like at Jamaica. When I went to Jamaica, they ate straight from the land. Now here in America, yeah, if you ain't growing your own food, and then people want to say, oh, well, the dirt is tainted and all of that, you know, the earth goes through a cleansing as well. Everything is not poisonous. Everything is not tainted, because the earth is a self-cleaning planet. The body is a self-cleaning organism. It can be cleansed. Just like you wash your ass every day and you brush your teeth every day, clean your body out. Give it a rest. Some people don't take baths and showers every day. So that's the same with eating every day. You don't have to eat every day. But I mean, like I said, people can do what they want to do. That's the beauty of this life, is that you can do what the fuck you want to do when you get ready. But it is a divine order, and it is laws of nature that we should follow, but it's not for everyone to know and to follow. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I agree with Chris a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's about intent and faith, because you can do affirmations over your food. Like I said, the planet, the waters, the oceans, the rivers, they go through a cleansing. It's a cycle. You know, because if it didn't, we all would be dead right now. The fish should be dead, the animals, you know, but we do know that this food, I agree with him, it is tainted in America. This food is something else. So these carbon bodies gotta be made out of something that's so powerful that we're able to withstand the chemtrail, the fluoride that's in the water, all the monosodium, the MSG in the food. This body got to be made out of something, because we are able to battle and fight that shit every day when we put something in our mouth, you know. But the intent and making an effort to eat as healthy as possible is for me. Mm-hmm. What's for me is not for everybody. Mm-hmm. And like I said, this ain't about judgment. Right. You know, do what you want to do when you want to do it, because that's your journey, that's your life, that's your assignment.
And I just so happen to have some wings and stuff on her, y'all. But I do got celery sticks. Okay. And we gonna blow them up. You say the truth. I
and check this out. We got the laws of nature. Somebody said the part of the laws of nature. Mm-hmm. Law stands for land. L stands for land. A stands for air. Laws of nature. W stands for water. Land, air, water, and sun. That's what the carbon body is fueled with. If we didn't have those four things, we wouldn't be able to survive. If we didn't have those four things, we wouldn't be able to break down MSG. We wouldn't be able to break down the fluoride and all the chemicals that's in the fruits, the vegetables, that's even in the dead flesh of animals. But the key to it is cleansing. We have to cleanse the body. We need to take enemas. And enemas started way back in Kemet. Do anybody know what an enema is? Y'all remember them red bags that your mama used to have hanging over her door?
The hot water bag.
The hot water bag. It was two fixtures, which one was for the vagina to take a douche, and the other one was for the rectum to take an enema, which is to clean the colon. This was way back in Kemet. You're talking about thousands of years ago, because they used to cleanse the body after they had big festivals and they had big, you know, events, and they ate a lot. They cleansed the body, you know, and not cleansing it just for physical reasons, but for spiritual reasons as well. You know, so
people don't even want to fast these days.
They can't because of the parasites. Like we have parasites in our body that craves sugar, craves salt, craves tobacco, craves sex, crave alcohol, crave weed. These are parasites that's in the human body.
It's like you don't understand like the emotional cleanse that you go through when you stop eating sugar. Mm-hmm. Like it's a really like an emotional event. Like they told me I went to get a doctor's appointment, my blood work came back. They told me I was pre-diabetic. So
they used to tell me that every time.
I said okay, you know. So I stopped my sugar intake. I replaced my sugar with fruit sugars, natural fruit.
Right.
And I would use some honey. Mm-hmm. And I stopped using the processed sugar or the sugar cane or
Right.
And I went back and my numbers was great. It's just that I was ingesting so much sugar.
Right.
That it was elevating my levels. It's like when you go and I tell you these things, you're not necessarily that. You're just in a state where you've been ingesting so much of this sugar or you've been having so much salt in your life. You know what I'm saying? When you go get your blood work done, that you are, you know what I'm saying, you're borderline or you're over the limit or something like that, when you could just alter your diet. Mm-hmm. Like people don't understand how altering their diet could save your life.
And check the word out, diet. DIET. And that's what we're doing. We're dying from the food that we are eating. So we want to get on the liberty. You got diet, D-I. The only thing they're missing out of diet is A. D-I-E-A-T. Diet. You're dying from a lot of the stuff that we're putting in our bodies. And even if you did eat the things that we call unhealthy, cleanse the body. Give the body a break from eating. Like I said, if you can wash your ass on the outside, cleanse the inside of your body. You can do it with herbs, you can do it with juices, you can do it with teas, you can do it with colonics, you can do it with enemas. A colonic is something that's stronger and heavier than an enema. A colonic is a clinic that you go to. It's called hydrotherapy. And they put this a little bitty site where you put this little cytoplastic tube up in your rectum, and it has a irrigation of water that goes up in your rectum, up in your colon, and it loosens up all the hard fecal matter, and it comes out. You lay there for an hour, and you wouldn't believe what's coming out of your body. Mm-hmm. We have parasites, we have worms, we have larvae, we have mucoid plaque, and a lot of that comes from sugar, salt, starches, and the dead carcasses of animals. Mm-hmm. And not to mention, they are even mixing human flesh in a lot of these restaurants that's selling hamburgers and chicken and hot dogs. Mm-hmm. And it was a movie called Soylent Green. Y'all pull it up. Back in 1973.
Man, that'll make
where they were showing where they were taking human bodies.
It'll change your life.
Yes, and they was mixing it with meat. And they're doing that to this day.
I've seen that.
They're doing that to this day with Charleston. Yes.
Because the homeless.
A lot of the hamburgers and all the chicken and all that stuff is being manufactured in a factory, in a laboratory. We're not producing that many cows and chickens and all that on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And once you kill an animal, that animal is not coming back. Once you eat an apple from an apple tree, that tree is going to produce more apples. So it's a difference between being a carnivore and being an herbivore. But like I said, if that's what you choose to be and choose to eat, that's your journey. That's your life. That's your choice.
Well, I got a few questions. They said, preach, Tamar. Alethea said, preach. She said, cleansing is Mother Nature way of preparation for new life. She is totally right.
That's right.
And then Amanda, she said, if you have a healthy gut, she said microbiome? You shouldn't need enemas, in my opinion. Your body is perfectly made to do its thing naturally.
Well, that's just like her saying, well, I disagree to a certain degree because the body is a self-cleaning organ. Just like back in the day, they would take douches. And some women says that it messes up the pH balance when you are sticking something up in your vagina to clean it out, which is true. But with the colon, if you do some research and you see that your intestines is 6 feet long, you have a small intestine and a large intestine.
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to rewind it, but I wanted to play the video when you're done.
And what I'm saying is that you have fecal matter that's been in your body since you've been a child. And this fecal matter turns into parasites, larvae, and mucoid plaque. Wow. And that's what causes most diseases. It's from the gut because you're not cleansing the butt. You're not cleansing the colon. You're not cleansing the intestines. All you're doing is piling food on top of food on top of food. And then when I say enemas and colonics, it's helping release and remove stubborn fecal matter that you have in your body from eating starches, eating sugar, drinking pop. You know what I'm saying? Eating the flesh of dead animals. Now you're eating humans. So it needs help. It definitely needs help.
When I had to get that, what do they call it?
Colonoscopy.
When I had to get the colonoscopy, and they give you some stuff to take, you know what I'm saying? So it flushes you out. To say when you don't eat anything and you still are able to pass feces, you still, like, I ain't ate nothing. I ain't got nothing else in me. Where the fuck is this shit coming from?
It's stored in your small
so it's just a lot, it's just a whole bunch of shit that you got in your body. Like, you gotta release that. And I also, like, with fasting, water fasting, I recommend that I recommend this water so fasting, much. Water fasting, like, for me,
just straight water.
For me, it's not your body is so used to getting the things that it wants. It's used to getting, like you said, the sugars, the salts, and things of that nature. So you're gonna crave certain things. So it's really a mind situation that you have. A lot of times we don't even be hungry. We just be dehydrated.
Thank you. And not to mention is that we don't clean the bloodstream. The bloodstream and that's where the cravings come from. It comes from the bloodstream. It comes from the taste bud. Like you said, most of the time we don't even be hungry, but it be the parasites, the taste buds in the bloodstream that's craving for whatever whether it's sugar, alcohol, whether it's weed, whether it's, the flesh of dead animals, whether it's the flesh of humans, we're eating all that stuff. So the body is craving for these things. The body needs a rest. It needs a reset. That's where all the cancer, the diabetes, the high blood pressure, the glaucoma, all of this stuff is coming from the food that we are consuming. Your food is supposed to be your medicine to heal the body, not kill the body. And that's the difference.
A lot of the mucus. Like mucus is disease.
That's right.
It's just disease. All the foods that we eat, mucus causing foods, all your dairy, all your yeast, all your sugars. You know what I'm saying? These things that are causing mucus in your so mucus. That's your nose being stopped up. So now you got a sore throat because you're draining. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got your eyes all crusty. You got the mucus in your eyes. It's what they say, dementia is nothing but sugar in the brain.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Glaucoma is nothing but, sugar and, it's different things that we have that we got going on. And it's like 27 feet.
And sugar is technically a drug. It's worse than crack cocaine.
It is.
That's why it's called.
But a lot of stuff got sugar in it.
The FDA, the Food and Drug Administration.
Whoa.
Because food is a drug as well.
Yes, it is.
This food that we are consuming, it's a drug. Because after you eat a full hefty meal that's full of starch, pus, mucus, and blood, it makes you tired. It doesn't rejuvenate you. So the less is the best. The less you eat, the more energy and the best that you will feel. Along with rest, meditation, exercise, yoga.
I found that even the more life that your food has, the more energy you get from it. So I say that to say, like, I used to eat kale salads. Like, I used to work at a a factory, and I used to walk out this place and put things together like a kind of like a UPS or place or whatever. And eating those kale salads at my lunchtime, eating those hummus and my blue chips and stuff like that. That protein, that live food, that gave me energy, and I wasn't sluggish. I wasn't tired. You know what I'm saying? Like I was ready to do my my shift, and it was crazy. Like the more that you cook your food and kill your food, the less nutrients it have and the less life that you'll get from it.
That's true.
That is.
But we have this it's like
this conversation.
The vegetarian and carnivore war is like the female and like the masculine and the feminine war. It's a war between the feminine and masculine energy, and it's a war between vegans and carnivores, or vegetarians and meat eaters. But that's the duality and the polarity that we live on this realm, on this planet. Of course, you're going to have vegetarians. Of course, you're going to have meat eaters. You know what I'm saying? They call it the balance. I don't really call it a balance. It's more of a level. It's more of a level thing that deals with recycling, because you may be a vegetarian one day and go back to being a carnivore, a flesh eater, or you might be a flesh eater and transition to being a vegetarian. So it's like a cycle. And there's no judgment. But we like to turn things into, there's even nothing wrong with a healthy debate. There's even nothing wrong with wanting to agree to disagree, but it should be with mutual respect. I'm not going to judge you because, and it ain't my place to judge, because judgment is every day. This is your journey. Everybody is on their own personal journey on this realm, in this life, in this now moment. This is your personal journey. This is not mine. So I have to not worry, but I have to concern myself with what I got going on. But if I can be an example to any of my children, any of my loved ones, that I feel like I'm doing what's right for me, that doesn't mean that I'm going to put what I'm doing on me, on you. But I'm going to show you some things that I know for a fact that works for me that can possibly work for you as well. When my children get sick, all my children are adults. Who do they call? You. They call me. But I'm like, but see, you was raised a certain way, so you should know better. You should know what to do if you got a very bad cold and you got a nasty cough and you can't breathe out your nose. Stop eating. If you're going to eat anything, eat some fruit. Make sure that anytime you sick, the first thing my mother and grandmother used to say to me, did you have a bowel movement? So anytime you're sick, you want to move your bowels. You have to move your bowels, because that's where all the sickness starts, that is in the gut. You know, so we can argue all day about what's healthy and what's not healthy. Like I said, everybody have their own personal assignment on this planet, their own personal purpose. They can eat what they want to eat when they get ready. All I got to do is worry about me. And I lead by example. I'm not going to drag you. I'm not going to bash you upside the head. I'm going to let you see what I'm doing. And it's working for me.
So that what she just said right here. I find that being a non-meat eater, I don't judge nobody to eat meat. Like my husband he eat all that shit. Only thing I say is that I prefer that you get your meat from a good source. You need to go. You know, you need a farm for you to go get it,
or a kosher place,
or something like that. Yeah. So you know, I don't want you going to Kroger's and buying no meat. I don't want you going and getting your eggs from there. I need you to be at the produce market, the farmers markets, the things like that to get your
poultry,
get your things. So if this is something that you're gonna do, I need you to get it, you know what I'm saying, as clean as possible, as the least amount of BS in it as possible, because you know, I don't see no time soon my husband changing how he eats. Now he eats way more vegetables than he's ever ate, you know, being, you know, since we've been married. You know, so I have implemented little different things. He's changed his diet. I have gotten to take less. He's never been a big medicine taker, So I have gotten him into a little bit more herbs and making him take different tinctures and things like that, you know, and being on our journey of being more healthy and more conscious of what we ingest. But yeah, I don't foresee him coming over to I don't see him stop eating bacon. I ain't gonna hold you. It's just something that I don't believe that he's gonna do anytime soon. So just get it from somewhere that's not jacked up.
Let me play this video real quick because we about to get off of here shortly. So I'm gonna play this video. I had a lot of videos, but I had them up, but it was freezing. So I took some of them down, but this might not be the right one.
He's dope.
So they are gonna tax you, especially if it's organic. They're gonna tax you.
The food industry is a huge,
because if you do go, they are gonna tax you, especially if it's organic. They're gonna tax you.
The food industry is a huge business.
Yes,
right?
$1 trillion business.
It's huge. You know, they don't want us to eat healthy. Like it costs me so much money to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Right. Fast food, $1.
Yeah.
3 cheeseburgers for $3.
Yeah,
you know, like all the cheap stuff that's not good for you is so affordable, right?
Yeah.
I can go to Whole Foods. I'm exaggerating, but I swear to God, like one time I bought like 8 apples. I love apples, right? Because they're easy. You put them in hand, put them in the room, pop, pop, pop. I might have spent like $12 for 6 apples.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up, Daisha? What's up with my boo? I had a lot of information that I read on Yaki and the stuff that he talks about. That's my daughter name, by the way. Is Yaki. Okay, yeah. My oldest daughter.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know? Okay, that's her grandbaby.
I didn't know that.
Shout out to Yaki. But yeah, so I just want to say that I will start to eat better because my mom fussed at me all the time, and because I was raised vegetarian, you know, I shouldn't be eating the way I eat because of the way I was raised, like what you said about your children. My mom always say things about that to me, and she talks about gut health, and I read stuff on it. When you have a real big gut, it's disease in there. So I do think about that. I do think about that. And I'm working on it. I'm just gonna say I'm trying to work on gradually going back into my health when it comes to the food because the food is what's killing us. And people don't think that, but it really is. It really is. It's what's in it. Everything that's in it. I got this thing where I can scan. And I'm gonna tell everybody what it's called. I'm gonna tell everybody what it's called real quick. Yep, it's called Yuka.
YUKA.
So everybody, if you're not familiar, look up YUKA. It's an app.
It does food and cosmetics.
It does food and it does cosmetics. You can scan it.
Deodorant.
Yep, you can scan it. So I want to get it to people. I'm gonna share it again. But it's a Yuka app. It's called Yuka. It's an app. It looks like a carrot on it. And everything, download that. I'm going to scan something to show you what it do. It scans things like Doritos.
Oh, no.
Is number one.
Them is like cold. You can burn those. And they still.
Yeah, Doritos should not be eaten, really. Doritos are not good for you.
Somebody kept it McDonald's in a case for over a year. It didn't mold. It didn't nothing happened.
It's a place called. It's like a little nutritional place in White Oak called where a lady sells she sells Herbalife. She gives like a little bar.
Okay.
But she got a sandwich from McDonald's and some fries from McDonald's, and it's every bit of 40+ years old. Ain't no mold.
Right.
Ain't no discoloration. Nothing. Like that's how you know the food is safe. Like don't eat that.
So I want to play this other video real quick. It's just telling you certain things that's in the food, what it's made of. Real quick, it's like 53
plastic.
Noodles number one is not good to eat.
Oh my god. You know how long they stay in your system?
I don't.
They don't even.
I don't know how long it stays in your system, but I do know it's not anything good for people to eat. And I know people that feed their kids noodles
every day. I hate noodles.
And it's not nothing that we should be actually eating. But
you can even make your kids. So with me, my kids ate good. You know what I'm saying? I would make food like. But they still would want the bull.
The noodles.
They would still want the bull. Like, you don't want that. Like, why would you want that? You don't need that. Like, you don't need to eat that. But they still want it. It's like the
taste.
It's
and the parasites.
And so,
so let me show this video real quick, y'all.
I would say if you don't eat these noodles, you can't use the package.
Foods that's high in estrogen, high in all these different acidic acids that's being left behind as byproducts of synthetic chemicals that they putting in the food for additives and preservatives. These preservatives are literally not only behavior modifiers, but they're sexual modifiers too. That's what's really messing with us, man, and cutting off our circulation. I started studying a lot, and once I realized that, dang, estrogen is naturally supposed to be in my body, but I'm not using the natural estrogen in my body, I'm using the synthetic estrogen. Right. Dang, that's robbing me, because estrogen is not synthetic. Estrogen is an iron phosphate inhibitor too. We need that for oxygen. We need that to convert all types of other different steroids over. So I'm starting to see that the food was robbing me of all the minerals and all the melanin neurotransmitters that I need to keep a balance of homeostasis. So I say a good transitional diet will be the late great Dr. Sebi diet. That's a good transitional diet, going the alkaline way and then cooking the food, so-called cooked alkaline food is a very good transition.
Yeah, I love Yaki. He says some stuff. He really do. And I just wanted to share that. So if y'all don't know who that is, look him up. How do you spell it?
Yahki.
Look that up. If you guys are planning on changing your diet, because our diet is what gives us cancer, and it seems like they put it in. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but they put a market in the middle of a black neighborhood, and all they got in there is pig heads, swine this, swine that. They put it where they wanted to put it at. What people don't understand is, I understand it's a black market, but think about what they did though. The first thing they showed was the pig heads and the pig and the swine and that's all they got in there. Is a lot of swine. They put it dead in the middle of a black neighborhood. And don't get me wrong, I love that it's a black market. But you got to remember what they're doing too, because it's cancerous, the stuff that they're putting out and that they're promoting at this black market.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So should the black market sell different stuff and risk the chance of not providing the community with things that they want still go elsewhere?
That's a good question.
Or should you provide what the community actually wants, along with providing other things that, like alternatives that they should be having, but you still, when you have a business, you kind of cater to your community that you in. And unfortunately, it's a lot of us, especially it's a lot of us older people that are in our community that still like those ham hocks and neck bones and pig feet, and it's crazy, like, because we don't have to eat like that.
That's all they eat, but they don't understand it came from slavery, though.
We don't have to eat
but I'm saying the chitlins and the pig feet and all of that stuff is what they fed us when we was in slavery.
Right, but we don't
and we still eat, but we still eat it.
But you got to go back to this is where I'm going to stay. It's the duality and the polarity. It's a dirty eating game. It's a dirty eating shame. But somebody has to do it. Somebody has to eat it. It's a dirty job, but it ain't me. I'm on the vegetarian side, but I'm not judging that person that wants to eat pork.
Right.
I'm not going to drag that person that wants to eat swine and eat the flesh of dead animals. But what I will do is direct that person to some literature or to some scriptures or to some anatomy or to some science or to nature to change their mind, or either at least give them the opportunity to change what they're eating so that they can feel better about themselves.
I used to have an issue with people, like, you know, when you don't eat meat and you bring your plant based items to, like, I don't know, a gathering or whatever, whatnot. Like, it's only like at work, there's only two of us that don't eat meat in the office. So it's me and this other girl. So, and there was another girl that was a pescatarian, but they didn't have no fish for her, so I included her as well. So I made, little sliders, little veggie sliders, barbecue sauce, made some barbecue sauce, and I made 6. Now, mind you, the whole office, 6 is not enough to share. It was just enough for us.
You and that person.
For me and those people. I made specifically like, okay, everybody get 2. We ain't going to eat a whole bunch of food. But everybody get 2.
Right. Everybody wanted one.
I had it off to the side, under, like hidden. You know what I'm saying? I was moving and shaking. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, the veggie burgers or the veggie sliders is here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get one. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Why one of these Oyembos came over here and took, it was the last one too. Took the last veggie. Now, mind you, the one girl came back like, she had her bun and everything. She was like, sure enough, it's on his plate with his pulled pork and his chicken wing and his kimchi and all this other stuff. Why? You know what I'm saying? I think that's just so unfair.
Yeah.
You have a plethora of things to eat being a meat eater. But not only do you want to eat everything that you eat, you want to eat what I have to eat because you just want to taste it. And that's not, and I'm saying to everybody, that's not fair. It's the person that has dietary restrictions. So this is all that they have to eat. So if you come over to them and you take something from them that they have to eat, you know what I'm saying? Because you just want to taste it, taste your ass to the store and go buy your own and prepare it so you can just taste it. That's a pet peeve.
You know what? Too, I want to say this. Just like people eat for the blood type.
Oh, that's what I wanted you to talk about. To let people know that if they check their blood type, say that and then finish saying what you're saying. But let people know that.
You can Google it, and then they have books that tells, that, and I'm not saying that I agree with this, because this is something that it's not for me to eat according to my blood type. I eat according to what food affects this body. If I'm constipated from eating something, I'm going to stop eating. Mm-hmm. If I'm eating something that's going to give me foggy brain, or it's going to give me hypertension, I'll stop eating. If I'm eating something that's going to break my face out with bumps and acne, I stop eating it. If I eat food that makes me sluggish, I stop eating it. If I eat food that's thinning my hair out, you know what I'm saying, that's making me pick up weight, that's making me bloated, I stop eating it. Not my blood type, but how the food makes me feel.
That's being in tune. Everybody, and what's crazy is everybody is not in tune with themselves and their body and how things things change. Like, you should be able to, like, like I can like, for me now, I still got some bad habits, so I eat a little cheese every now and again. But as soon as I eat it, I feel like the mucus.
Yes.
I'm coughing up stuff, and I be like, yeah, damn, I did eat that. That's,
love you.
You know what I'm saying? That does call that. Or if I eat some bread, you know what I'm saying, and then my stomach all That stomach all blown up, and I'm still, and I'm mucusy. For me, the biggest thing for me to know something is in my body that I shouldn't be eating is that instant mucus.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
It is instant.
That
Even
instant
with I'm dealing with
I'm
lung issues, and I had went on a raw diet for like 6 months, and I was weighing 152 pounds. I went from 152 pounds to 144, and I went from 144 to 138, and then I went from 138 to 127. I was a bone. And you know the first thing that women say, my butt is gone. You know what I'm saying? I got a little something, but I was like really, really thin. But I felt good. And my body was releasing and I had to do it because of my lungs. And my body was releasing so much mucus. So people want to well, I ain't going to say people, I'm going to say myself. Like you were saying, when you are in tune with these temples, these bodies, the body has an intelligence of its own. So the body is going to tell you that I can't eat this rice. I can't eat these potatoes. I can't eat this bread. So as soon as I'm eating it, mucus is building up in my lungs. So I have to start from scratch. We're starting back over, cleaning the lungs out again.
So I think for me, one of my biggest struggles is that I eat differently from my husband. And for me, I grew up in a time where
she don't need no more.
She ain't drink what she got.
She ain't even drink what she got. Yeah, give me all of it.
I find that it's difficult. It's difficult.
This ain't good either. It's red wine though.
You know what I'm saying? Eat one way, and then your mate eats a different way. You know what I'm saying? You try to find some type of middle ground. Some type of middle ground. You know, if you gon', you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna eat your meat, but we gonna share the same vegetables, or we gonna eat these potatoes, or we gonna eat this rice. And I find that we eat a lot of starchy shit. I eat a lot of potatoes. I eat a lot of rice. You know what I'm saying? And and it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? To be like, okay, I'm gonna make this for them, and then I'll make this for them.
It is difficult,
especially if it's time consuming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I get home. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to the gym two times a week. I come to the podcast once a week. I'm trying to you know what I'm saying? Get in different appointments in on a Monday and a Friday, and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do things in the house, and I'm also trying to you know what I'm saying? I might have to stay at work late, so time is not my friend when it comes to certain things. So I get in the habit of doing things that are repetitive and easy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm able to say, okay, we're gonna eat this, and it might not always be the best thing to eat. Because in my brain, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan a lot of meals. I be like, okay, in the refrigerator, I got this vegetable, I got this, and I'll mix all this together and come up with some shit. You know what I'm saying? I like leftovers. I do reheat.
Not me.
I know. But I you know what I'm saying? I say put food savers, put them in the freezer, throw that shit out, and eat the shit for another day. You know.
Certain stuff I will do that too. But we gotta get out of here in a few minutes.
Go ahead.
So we got a men question. It's a two-part question for the ladies. Yeah, I was just about to say that. We need to do a part 2 on this and deeper into what.
Because I want to talk about a few people that's in our community which is Professor Spear, Brother Air. He has his diet, and then we have the sister of Dama Alonji that's down in Atlanta that has a health center, and also talk about cancer, because
I think
people are being misdiagnosed with cancer, and it's nothing but parasites
from the food.
Yes, and all the names that they got for illnesses, diabetes, cancers, is nothing but mucus, pus, and fecal matter. They just put names to it so they can create medicine, because this is a death industry. And death is a commodity. Sickness, illness, and diseases is a commodity.
You know what? You know what? We most definitely gonna do part 2, and I want you to lead that for me. But let's work on that, the part 2 for sure, because I was that you read my mind, because you felt it, because I was gonna say if this ain't enough, so we gotta talk about this again. We gotta do a part 2 on this, because it's major. It's major. Men question.
Okay, so what is it that women can do to love their man better? That's question one. Question two is, why do you think men don't always open up to a woman like they would to him?
Real quick.
Oh, wait.
1 minute. I'm just gonna take.
Can you put that in the
No.
what you said?
No.
Cause so I can reread it. Like I need it in the
Go ahead,
in the
Sam.
comments.
He said, "What is it that women can do to love their man better?" We was talking about this on the phone the other day. Well, the first thing is that if you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else.
I said that.
And we've been taught in the church from our parents, from our grandparents, love your mother and your father that thy days be long on this planet. Love Jesus. Love God. This is in the Bible. Love thy neighbor and even love your enemy. But not one time in that Bible did your mother, did your father, did your grandmother tell you to love yourself. So if you can't love yourself or you don't know how to love yourself, you're not going to be able to love your mate. And a lot of relationships are trauma bonded, where we come into relationships going through a lot of trauma, which comes from childhood, which comes from teenagehood, which still exists in adulthood. So you have a lot of variables on why women and then men as well don't know how to build, bond, and love each other because you ain't found that love in yourself. Love and self is key. And when you spell the word love backwards, it spells evolve. So we're evolving every second, every minute, every day to love ourselves so that we can love our man, so that we can love our children, so that possibly we can probably even love our enemy. But we was never taught that in school, in church, or even at home. My mother never told me to love myself. So I didn't know nothing about love until I got with this man, and I thought that I really loved this man. But this man really didn't love himself because of the way that he treated me. You know, so, and I didn't even love myself because of the way I allowed him to treat me.
We loving them more than we love ourselves.
Yes. And then we don't even be loving them because you can't love a person if you don't love yourself. So that's what love is about. It's about loving yourself. But to answer your question on a little relationship, you know, women, it's like you have to create things within yourself. You got to ask yourself, if I was a man, how would I treat my woman? And then it could be vice versa. So, but a man has to tell a woman, just like a woman has to tell a man, how the hell you want to be treated, how you want to be rubbed, sucked, loved, and you want your feet massaged, you want a bubble bath, you want a threesome with another woman. Be honest and tell a man or tell a woman how you want to be treated. And we don't do that in relationships. We don't do that. And then most of the time, we don't even know each other's favorite color, favorite food, favorite dance, favorite song, favorite TV show, favorite place to go. We lack, it be the little things. It be the little things that we lack in relationships. And most of the time, we just go along with the relationship because
I got some
comments
on here.
So you saying basically that's why men don't open up to women?
Well, the reason I think on some level that the reason why men don't open up to women is because we have. I'm gonna say we because I've been in that group too. Is that we throw it back in your face. If you share something deep with me, and we get into an argument, that's why you such and such and such. Women do that.
Men do that too.
And I'm gonna say that when you are a mature man and woman, we are still growing. Some of us are still young boys and young girls and ladies and young men growing into mature men and women. But when you mature in yourself and mature in the relationship, you don't have them problems.
So I think that what women could do to love their man more, and I like that, love yourself more, because if you don't, sometimes you don't know exactly what love looks like.
Absolutely.
So you have to ask questions.
There you go.
You're like, what would me showing up for you look like? What would me loving you look like? Because, you know what I'm saying? You, honestly, sometimes you might not know. No. Or you might be so caught up in your day-to-day that you don't pay attention, that you're not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many things going on. You know what I'm saying? So you got your everyday life. You got your job. You know what I'm saying? If you have children, you have your children. You know what I'm saying? So many things that you got to juggle. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of times that you could neglect your mate. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because you figure I'm doing so many things that you forgot to juggle that other ball too. You left that one out. Mm. You know what I'm saying? You left your mate out. So you gotta sometimes you gotta ask questions. Sometimes you gotta ask, like, if you honestly and be honest. Say, I really don't know. I really don't know how to love on you. You know what I'm saying? I need you to tell me. You know what I'm saying? We need to communicate. You know what I'm saying? We need to figure it out what I can do for you to make you feel better, because obviously there's some things that might be like it. And why men don't open up to women? A lot of men got trust issues. This is keep it in the buck. A lot of men got trust issues when it comes to women. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the relationship with their mother that they had, whether it's their stepmother, sisters, cousins, the chicks that you used to fuck with, the head niggas that you know how, you know what I'm saying? They got trust issues. I don't know what I look like telling this broad this, you know, she could be doing X, Y, and Z. I think they get caught up so much in what could be happening, you know what I'm saying, instead of recognizing, like, okay, I need to be honest with this particular person because I'm feeling them, or we're in a relationship where that ain't the case. Or, you know what I'm saying, I think it's just a trust issue. And if your man don't trust you, he ain't gonna tell you shit.
And it's trauma too. Trust, trauma. And I think a lot of society has been traumatized on so many levels that we don't know how to love ourselves and love each other. And even if we have to start, me being the age that I am, 60-something, even if I have to start from scratch to go back and figure out what my childhood traumas is, what is my childhood trauma, and bring out the inner child in me to help this older woman.
We got 10 minutes.
9 minutes. Recognize what I need to do to love myself and be able to love a man that I, you know, potentially have feelings for. It's a lot. It's not, you know.
I'm gonna give you a different spin on it right fast, and then I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let Sam take some shit.
Well, we only got 8 minutes left. I wanted to read a couple of these comments.
Okay, but let me say this.
Okay, go ahead.
Some men don't open up to women all the time, like, because if you get to peeling back the layers of that onion, they don't want to see you cry.
Women don't?
Yeah. If men don't open up the way they supposed to, because if women get to asking them questions and we get to telling you the truth, peeling back the layers of that onion, you're going to end up crying or be salty.
So, and y'all don't want to see
the women going to be crying and be salty?
Yeah, because you peeling back the layers of this onion. You know what I mean? Like, you asking me why I won't open up, and I get to open it up to you, tearing out the layers of this onion, you might not be able to handle that.
Then that ain't for you.
I mean, but some women can't handle that.
Then they ain't for you.
Yeah, because all women ain't gonna cry about that.
No.
They're gonna respect it.
Some will respect it, some will just be like, oh, since you told me the truth, I'm about to do me and fuck what you talking about.
Right. If it's something pertaining to some untruthful, if it's unhonest, if it's untruthful, of course, we have the right to do that. Nobody should have a problem or try to tell a woman how they should feel about you telling them the truth, especially if the truth is some shit that's detrimental to them pertaining to the relationship. It's not a time frame or something that you should feel about us feeling a way about you telling us the truth. Just be ready to deal with it once you tell us the truth. Because if you're telling them,
he's saying you can't handle the truth. I can
right, but that's what he's saying. But I'm saying it's not that we can't handle it. It's just that now you taking us out of our box, right? Because y'all been having us in a box all this time. Because you ain't been being truthful. If a person is not being truthful, then you're not to be trusted and you're not the right person for me because you're being dishonest. If a person is dishonest, should nobody deal with that person? That's somebody that people need not to deal with. So if you're being truthful,
it's not so much as being dishonest. It's not telling you everything.
Right,
but
that's
the same. It's not being dishonest.
Yes.
And that's
the same.
Even if you don't inquire about it.
Yes.
It's the same.
I don't agree with y'all.
Don't think like that.
Yes, they do.
I know exactly because I'm thinking like a man right now.
Right, because they untruthful.
Sometimes we have to put ourselves, because we do have masculine energy. We do have to put ourselves in that masculine energy to kind of understand what he's saying. It doesn't actually mean that he's talking about something like something in the past about some female. It could be anything.
It most definitely always about that.
It could be his wait a minute. It could be his childhood. It could be something that he went through with the co-worker that he don't want to share with you. It's variables of things that men keep from women because of, and I don't think that it's always the man is thinking about what the woman is going to say or how she's going to respond, because everything is about maturity and growth. And you did say something some women can't handle. Some women can't handle whatever he's getting ready to lay on the table because of the maturity. And then because of what type of relationship y'all have between each other. But it depends on what you're revealing to that woman. I don't know what it is. Right. So you wouldn't know until he revealed it. So if it's something that's in his past, it's something that you might feel that it's something that he should have told you, then y'all gonna clash. It doesn't mean that y'all gotta break up and don't love each other. Y'all gotta navigate through it and figure out how you're gonna get through it. It ain't what you're going through, it's the outcome.
My thing is he told you. He came to you and he told you. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? He might have told you at a particular point, but you ain't to hear from nobody else. I'm coming to you and I'm telling you. I'm being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I might not have been ready to tell you when you're saying you feel that I should have told you, but I'm telling you. I'm trusting you to communicate with you. And a lot of times when we gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Men don't open up like women.
Right. So women have to, but still saying, women have to woosah and be like, okay, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna let them speak. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he wants to talk. He got something he want to say to me. So I'm gonna let him say his piece and get all that shit out. Now I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I'm gonna respect him enough to let him have that floor and say whatever it is that he want to say. You know what I'm saying? And then we can figure out how to go from there based upon what he just said, or you know what I'm saying, if it's been some things that he had trauma, he's been sharing his trauma or his abuse or you know what I'm saying, or anything like that with you, then y'all, you know what I'm saying, once they expressed themselves and said what they had to say, then you know what I'm saying, you take your next steps and be like, okay, so
it could be ego, embarrassment, it could be emotions. Why men don't share things with women. It could be the ego.
Or we just say the same space.
Now you're cooking over there.
It can be embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? And men want to keep stuff to see. We ain't like that. Most women are not like that. We like to get the shit out.
To a fault.
Yeah, we tell. And I think we tell too much. We tell too much.
We do. We do.
I didn't tell this nigga. I ain't thinking about.
You told him about regularly.
Right.
So I'm gonna read a couple more comments and then we out of here because we only got like 3 minutes. So we have to listen to our men better. They will tell you exactly how to love them and will show you his love language.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. I don't agree with that. And then we love our men better by not trying to change them, but allow them to do the work on them by themselves to receive the credit. And then the other one says, men don't open up to women because they don't feel safe and protected from the truth that he tells them.
I got a comment. I got a comment. Okay, so
that was hard. Whoever said that.
Alethea.
That
was all Alethea. All of them.
It sounded like Alethea. You was hard for that.
I think that sometimes when men open up to women, you know, they don't. You have to be willing to accept somebody's reaction when you tell them something. You know what I'm saying? You can't control how someone's going to react, how you tell them something. You know, if you tell somebody some crazy shit, you know, say you can't judge them on that reaction. You know what I'm saying? What you should judge them on is how y'all move forward from whatever it is that you discuss with them. If y'all can move forward, but don't keep in mind though, when y'all do tell us these things, you're not able to dictate how we feel, how we react, what we gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that we can say is that I love you and I'm gonna work with you through whatever the fuck this is, but you might got me fucked up. You might have me feeling some type of way. And you don't get to be like, you can't act like that. Right. You can't say
put a time on it.
You can't say that I can't say that. You can't say that I can't react like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying? Because we are emotional motherfuckers.
Right. You can't put a time on when you feel that I shouldn't be mad or feel a way about what you told me, honestly.
But what you can judge us on is the ability to bounce back, the ability to be like, all right, I'm going to swallow that nasty ass shit sandwich that you just gave me, and we're going to figure out how to move on from this place right here. But I do feel a way. You know what I'm saying? We need to be honest. I do feel a way. You do got me fucked up, but it's okay because I love you. And we're going to move past whatever the fuck this is.
And that shows growth.
Right. But if it's some shit that
go ahead, baby.
You telling me, because we got to go. But if you tell me some shit that is some shit that is hurtful to me and that you kept me in a box for 11 years, all this time, and you just telling me the truth, you can't put a time in on when you feel that I should, what's the word? When I should get over it or accept it. You can't put a timing on that because it's not for you to put the timing on that because you're being honest. You cannot feel that you're not being honest because you feel how you think I'm gonna react a certain way. It's about honesty. So if you're not being honest in a whole situation, then you're not to be trusted. And if I don't fuck with you no more, then I just don't. But I appreciate your honesty.
You need to be honest too, and to be able to tell them like, okay, I understand you told me this thing.
I
can't handle it. I can't take it. I'm gonna tell a person that immediately. But don't be the person I am. But don't tell them like you can't put a time on it if you're not never gonna be able to get over that shit.
Well, this is the thing. It's not that I'm gonna put a time on it and can't get over it. But we gotta go. We're gonna talk about this again because this is. I want to talk about that again because that's the issue right there. But anyway, we out of here. Men Mondays on Monday. Shout out to Busy One. Shout out to Worldwide. Day-to-day podcast. Let's talk about it Fridays. Women Wednesdays tonight. We got my girl Tamar Tafari. We're gonna do part 2 because it's a lot to talk about and we ain't got enough time for that. And my girl Els. Otherwise than that, we out of here, y'all. We gonna go on and get up out of here. We'll be back.
And Crystal, I see you over there.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Yeah, time to get it. Watch me take off.
Yeah, we getting paper out this bitch. Yeah, taking off like a freight train out this bitch. Get off my track, don't get derailed. Running with my clique. See, I'm all about that M-O-N-E while we super rich. Gangster from the sideline, pimpin'. Got me riding in my Lexus window tinted. Mind your business while we all up in the club. Turned on bottles, plenty in it. While you looking at me stupid, cause we spending pretty penny.
Flying in the pilot, yeah, watch it how I take off. Pop up in that new whip, hit that gas and watch me take off. Whole city